Hey guys, welcome back. Just a quick one today. This was a request by one of my subscribers. Says, how do you burn your old PS2 games, or how do you back them up, or whatever you want to call it, right? So I have my PS2 game here, and I have a DVD-ROM. Now, one thing you'll want to notice about these PS2 games, down here it'll say DVD. Some of the older PlayStation games are actually CD-ROM, and they don't say DVD on them. So what I do when I burn CD-ROMs or back them up, or whatever you want to call it, if it's a CD-ROM, I will use an output of a bin-cue file, BINCUE, that combination on CD-ROMs. On DVD-ROMs, I just make ISO backups, ISO files, like an image file, right? It's just, you take an image of a DVD, name it .iso. So this one I could make a Madden 05 ISO, and you could take that over to an emulator and play it on like Batocera or whatever. So that is the way I do it. Now I'm on Linux, so I use Batocera or something like that to make those backups. I know a lot of people don't like Batocera because it's dead. They say whatever. It works for me. Your mileage may vary. You try your own. So and when I say try your own, go to this website right here, alternative2.net. And I typed Batocera up here, hit search, and it came up with all these. WinCD, EMU, ImageBurn. I've used ImageBurn a lot on Windows, and that does great for ISO backups. You basically want to look through here, depending on what operating system you're running, and find a piece of software that will make an ISO backup of PS2 discs, of DVDs in general, right? Because these are DVDs. So when I make a backup, I'm going to go ahead and put my disc into my DVD-ROM on my Linux machine. And I'm running Linux Mint 21. I switched completely over for Mac. We've got a whole video series on that. You can check that out. But then I go into Batocera, and it looks like this, and it's going to take a minute to read this DVD, and it's probably really scratched because my kids played this DVD forever over the years. So this goes way back to 2005, so that tells you how old that is. So we'll give that a minute. Okay, so, oh, there we go. Sorry, I clicked off of it. So it brought it up. It read it as basically just kind of like a DVD-ROM, right? So there it is. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that, get it out of the way. And then Batocera, what I will do, I just click disk copy. So it already found my CD DVD-ROM. If it didn't find yours, just click the down arrow there and select it. Now I could burn this to a new disk. I don't want to do that. I want to make an image file, right? And then I'm going to select where I want it to go, and then click create image, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Now this will take a long time because it's reading that spinning disk. It's not like modern devices where you're just reading memory and dumping it down. So let's just go ahead and click create image. It'll sit here forever preparing, and you'll be looking at this for a long time. Now some disks may not be readable and may have problems. You're gonna have to take the disk out, clean it, maybe run it through one of those CD repair little device things that kind of sand the surface a little bit or whatever. Maybe take some toothpaste, rub it. There's all kinds of tricks for that, right? You guys are probably familiar with that if you have actual DVDs. But you can see on the screen here how slow this is. It counts up, and it needs to go to 3,453 megs, and we're not even at 100 yet. So I'm not going to make you suffer through this. We're going to probably fast forward, pause, and then we'll come back when it's done. Where are we at? 99%. Okay, so this is what we get, guys, when it finally finishes. It'll give you successfully created, or it'll tell you it finished with errors, or some other message will appear here. But that is what we get. We're still recording, right? Yeah, we're still recording. So that's what we get. And then we go to where we copied that file, which is right here. And we'll see we've got our game disk name followed by ISO, which is a raw CD image or a raw DVD image, whatever, you know. Linux probably just calls it a raw CD image because it's an ISO file. So what we would do then is we would just copy that off, maybe like maybe here on some kind of thumb drive or something, and we would take that over to our game system, our Batocera system, emulator system, whatever you want to call it, right? We just copy. That would be, at this point for PS2, that'd be considered a ROM in an emulator system. So we would copy that over to our ROM directory for PS2, load it up, and we could play it just as is. It's pretty simple with PS2 games, PS1 games. When we get to other games, it's a whole different story. And what I will do for you is I will link to the Batocera wiki, where you can go and look and see how to do all those individual. Maybe it wasn't the Batocera wiki. Maybe it was. I'll link to a website that shows you what's required to back up your game discs or games in general. No matter what kind of system it is. It could require special hardware, etc. But these do not. PS2, PS1, they don't require anything special. They're just raw data dumps off the disk. That's all you need to do. Anyway, guys, just a quick one today. Check out that website, Alternative 2, to find the right software for you and what OS you're running. And also check out the link I'm going to put in the description for that how to back up your games. So again, here we are at the end. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. You are awesome. Check out our other playlists on here, how we fix stuff, tech history, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time.